Martec is a seafood company, originally from Costa Rica, so we were born beautiful country and producing fish to mainly US market, but now we're evolving to become more an international producer to different markets like Europe and so on. We'd like to say that we're passionate about what we do. We love the ocean, we live the ocean, so that's kind of part of our DNA. Martec has 3 different business units. So the first one is a wild catch division, where everything started. So what we do basically is that we source fish locally, trying to capture the highest value for that, serving international market, fresh and frozen, both sides. I would say around 10 years ago, there was that crazy idea of not only sourcing fish from local communities, but also to become farmers. So we started that crazy, I would say, idea on finding, which species, what we should be farming. And it's interesting because of the experience that we were carrying and understanding the market demands, we ended up with snappers. It's probably one of the toughest species to farm, but we know it has a huge demand.
Here in Rancho Chico, Martec's hatchery, we produce juvenile parago, a snapper. We start with egg and take it up to 5-6 grams before we deliver to the cages. We maximize the growth and survival of the fish. In the on-growing, we can start to introduce vegetable proteins, and we can also use recycled protein from fish processing, for example. In terms of sustainability, the fish converts faster and better, more efficiently. Well, we're going to increase our output from the 500,000 juveniles which we're doing this year, to 2 million juveniles a month in 3 or 4 years' time. We will on-grow all of those juveniles ourselves in the cages and produce maybe as many as 10,000 tons of fish in 3 years' time. Right now, the capture fishery operation is bigger than the hatchery, or bigger than the mariculture. But in the future, we expect the mariculture operation to be considerably larger than the capture fishery.
We came from a wild catch division, adding to the mariculture division, and now also serving locally speaking with retail stores. So the idea and the concept is to basically sell and provide to local market actually the top quality of seafood, where we can also control the chain and make sure our final consumers can taste what we sell.
In regards to mariculture, we're certain that farmed fish is one of the more sustainable sources of fish protein. Martec is certified best aquaculture practices, and we have a program that closely monitors our indicators of impact to the environment. Some of them are fish conversion rate, fish in, fish out ratio, and the parameters that indicate our impacts in the environment. Fishing and sourcing of our fish. In Costa Rica and Panama, where we have a stronger presence, we coordinate and operate a fishery improvement project. And in other countries, we either collaborate or plan to initiate new fishery improvement projects. Martec operates mostly in coastal areas. These are areas affected by high unemployment rates and the impacts of climate change. We have an internal program, Martec Responsabilidad Social, or Social Responsibility Program, that focuses on understanding these impacts and finding ways to create projects to solve these issues with the communities, the government, and the private sector. We are conscious that our operation as a whole has impacts to the environment, to the communities, and to the ocean. We have a team focused on understanding, monitoring, and acting on these impacts. We at Martec believe that we can operate sustainably, not only for today, but for the future generations.
And I think that one of the things that makes Martec special is really, what we live for. And we truly believe in what we do. We're passionate individuals that love the ocean, we love the nature. I'm sure everybody also loves seafood the way we do. pays the right price for it, and also make sure it's sustainable. I mean, I want to make sure, and we all want to make sure, our grandchildren will also have the opportunity of eating a really nice tuna, a mahi-mahi, a swordfish, and also obviously our snapper, and we're making sure we're gonna be able to produce that for the future generation. So as a summary, I would say that Martec really, it's a lifestyle. So we love what we do, and that's what really makes it special.